obviously LA gives you the extension in the offseason. I mean, were you shocked to be traded when you found out you were traded? And if so, how long does it kind of take you to get over that sort of thing, or get used to the fact that you leave LA and you come to Detroit?
Yeah, shocked is a good way to put it. I didn't know anything. I pretty much found out when everybody else found out. So, yeah, it just kind of took a second to realize, okay, like everything's changing, you know. But you know, immediately once you get over that, and I got a chance to talk to Stan. Was it Monday night? Was that the day that I don't know what day it is? I got a chance to talk to him, and you know, once you start talking basketball, then your mind kind of switches into that mode. And now, you know, I went on Synergy that night and looked at some clips and kind of familiarized myself with this team a little bit better. And so now it's just I want to hit the ground running and be a part of this team and be a part of this franchise.
You didn't tell Detroit Free Press. You said you went on Synergy. So you went on Synergy to look at clips.
Mm-hmm.
So you consider yourself a student of the game then, in that aspect of going on Synergy and looking at clips like that?
Yeah, I've had a Synergy account for a while. I think I can't remember when I first got it, but you know, going into the office at night and watching games on the watching League Pass and looking at clips, mostly my clips, and seeing, you know, what I can do different here and there. But it's great for purposes like that, for like this, you know, checking out these guys and seeing some of their sets.
For the players, we in the media like to use the word chemistry an awful lot. How long will that take, if you believe in that, to acclimate yourself appropriately to the locker room?
I definitely believe in chemistry. For us, you know, I think it's about, you know, just sharing the moments, being in those moments with the rest of the team. You know, once you get on the court together, and once you go through practice and you take the bus rides and the flights, you know, it kind of happens pretty naturally. But you know, we look to fit in here and like we've all said, just make sure that we're about the team. And I think once guys realize that that's your main motive, then you know, it just happens very naturally.
Blake, what do you say when you hear explosive player but injury prone? And that was one thing when you were traded here. It's a risk because you're injuries that you've occurred.
Yeah, I mean, I've had, you know, injuries that are part of the game. Some have been kind of weird freak injuries. Others have been pretty normal, but you know, I pride myself in taking care of my body as best as I possibly can, by how I eat, by how I train, by how I recover, you know, all those things. So I know without a doubt at the end of the day that I'm putting myself in the best possible chance to play and be healthy and contribute to the team. So you know, it's not something you can worry about as a player. You can't go out and be worried about getting injured. You go play and you know, hope for the best.
Now that you've had time to kind of sit on this and realize what's happening, get this new opportunity, has the thought process come maybe at this point in your career, new life, new opportunity could propel you at this time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about a new opportunity and just being able to sit with everybody in the organization so far and their excitement as well is re-energizing. You know, like I said, everybody so far has been unbelievable, unbelievably positive and unbelievably helpful. And that's it's always nice, you know, when you make a change like this. It's always nice to have people that have your back like that.
Piggybacking on that, how much do you know about Stan, his coaching style, offensive sets aside? Have you talked to anybody who's played for Stan, and what do you think that relationship will be like?
Yeah, I mean, from a distance, you know, playing against his teams and scouting all his play sets and everything like that. I know that's pretty much my extent of knowledge. But I had a team. JJ Redick played for Stan for a long time, and he had great things to say about him. So I was excited about the opportunity, and then obviously getting a chance to talk to him on the phone and sit down with him today and just going over some very preliminary stuff. You know, I think our thinking is very, very similar, and we align in basketball philosophy and just in general. So I'm excited about this opportunity to you know, play for Stan and play with these guys.
You run the five winningest teams in Clippers history. When you come to this team where it is right now, how confident are you that you three can be a final piece to at least a playoff push this year?
Very confident. You know, we need to get healthy. We need to get Reggie healthy and stay healthy, but very confident. You know, like we've all said, I mean, our biggest goal here is winning and fitting in and doing everything we can to win. And you know, I think the in the East, the chance to make the playoffs and to make a push to get into the playoffs is up for grabs, and that's our goal. You know, from here on out.
Like buzz around the league from other players is you'll never see guys not sign no-trade contracts again. Do you regret not signing a no-trade? Do you think this is going to be something that other players will say, well, they wooed and had retirement jerseys and all that stuff for Blake Griffin, and then they did what they did?
No. I want to play for an organization that wants me to play there. And clearly this was an organization that wanted me to play here. And you know, being stuck in a no-trade clause, it was something that was brought up, but it wasn't something that we actually went about, obviously. So this is where I want to be. I mean, this is a place that wants me, and that's the type of organization I want to play for. I wouldn't want to be stuck in a place that it wasn't working.
The dust has settled on the Blake Griffin trade. Doc Rivers saying they're not planning on tearing down the roster, so casting some doubts on how many other assets may go before the February 8th trade deadline. He said, we're not trading everybody away. That means they could still be trading Lou Williams and DeAndre with them. What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, I'm not. Of course, they're not going to trade everybody away. They need to field a team.
Right.
But of course, they're taking calls on all these guys. The Blake trade actually gave them, you know, DJ and Lou were their much ballyhooed trade assets. Now they have Avery Bradley on an expiring deal, Tobias Harris on a good deal. So now they have 4 guys who are all good. You can trade 1 or 2 of them, still be a pretty good team, and get more draft picks and stuff.
Yeah, you're not trading everybody, but you're trading your main pieces away. I actually like the trade they just made for Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris. I mean, you get 2 starters, you relieve that big contract that Blake was on, and you still, you know, consider yourself as, you know, present yourself for a playoff run. But if there's a sexy trade for DeAndre Jordan and Lou Williams, who I've been hearing about, of course you're going to make that trade to improve your team.
Now, I do have a question. I have heard, especially like since the dust is now settled on the Blake trade and everyone's had 48 hours to kind of have it seep in, people saying, oh, well, you know, the important thing was getting off that Blake money. They had to get off that Blake money, whatever. But the way people are talking about it, they gave him the money like 6 months ago. This is not like some previous regime from 3 years ago.
Yeah, but
it's just weird to me the way they're like, oh, that albatross. Well, you knew what it was going to be when you signed it to him 6 months ago.
And they probably were confident they could trade it.
And it happened.
Get some assets. But that is, if that's actually what they were doing, that makes it a little more sneaky.
It happens all the time.
It does.
It's business.
And
people.
yeah, I'll be, if I'm the players in the locker room,
Right.
have your bags packed, because typically when they say that,
Right?
somebody is getting shopped away.
Right?